So this is दोस्तों the most expensive phone of my life. मैं एक Android developer हूँ. I have built many apps, but this is going to be the most unique experience. Folding apps को experience करना खुद बना के, it's gonna be mind blowing, which I'm gonna show you today. And the cost of this phone is $1,800. Is it worth it? Is it worth the experience? तो दोस्तों it has been more than 1 month with the Google Pixel Fold और shocking part ये है it has Tensor G2 chipset. Performance is going to be same as जो phone इससे 3 times less cost करता है, even less than 3 times. So that is Pixel 7a. Pixel 7 Pro लेते हो same chipset. So why pay almost 4 times the cost for same performance? तो बात करते हैं in detail. Let's get to know the complete picture of Google Pixel Fold. तो starting with the front screen of Pixel Fold, तो ये काफ़ी usable display है. अगर आप compare करो with the iPhone 14 Pro Max, काफ़ी similar width है. It's actually exact same as iPhone 14 Pro Max. Even the thickness, even though it is foldable phone, thickness is comparable with iPhone 14 Pro Max. So I was impressed by the thickness immediately. और ये डिस्प्ले काफ़ी यूजेबल है. अगर आप यही पे काम करना चाहते हैं majority, if you don't even want to open it ever, it is very usable because ये काफ़ी similar experience मुझे लगा like an iPhone 14, like iPhone 14, not Pro Max but iPhone 14 size की तरह similar experience लगा, which I really enjoyed. And you can rotate it even when it is not foldable. तो ये सारे features जो आपको एक नॉर्मल फोन में चाहिए वो आपको देती है. एंड बिल्ड वाइज इट इज स्टेनलेस स्टील, सो थोड़ा सा फिंगरप्रिंट मैग्नेट लग सकता है, बट बिकॉज आई गॉट ब्लैक कलर विच गूगल डिस्क्राइब्स एज ऑब्सिडियन कलर, तो ज़्यादा फिंगरप्रिंट्स आपको दिखते नहीं है बिकॉज the color hides it. Thanks to steel, the feel of holding the phone is definitely premium. I have purchased case for it. तो ये जो case है, it changes the experience I use Fold as a content creator. तो अगर मैं इसमें अगर ये केस डाल दूँ, सो केस लगाने के बाद यू विल बी शॉक्ड. एक तो ये मैग्नेटिक केस है, आई डोंट इवन आई कैन रिमूव इट वेन एवर आई वॉन्ट टू, एंड आई कैन गेट अ स्क्रीन प्रोटेक्टर ऑन द आउटसाइड एंड इनसाइड ऑब्वियसली देयर इज नो नीड, क्योंकि अगर आप फ़ोन गिराते भी हो, अनलेस यू ड्रॉप इट लाइक दिस, that's a concern. But overall amazing screen protector that I got to try it because I want to keep the phone safe. तो इसका benefit ये है, when I was trying to make vlog using this phone, आप इस केस में अंदर हाथ डाल सकते हो, and when you put hand in it, आप vlog कर सकते हो using your back camera. असली मजा तो दोस्तों इसके अंदर हाथ डाल के, because you can hold it and ऐसा लग रहा है कि ट्राइपॉड की जरूरत ही नहीं है, पर थोड़ा सा लग रहा है कि मैं ऊपर देख रहा हूँ, but vlogging experience is good and you can see yourself on the top of it, which gives you an प्रीमियम एक्सपीरियंस. ऐसा लगता है कि आप DSLR यूज़ कर रहे हो विद अ फ्लिप स्क्रीन ऑन टॉप. तो ओवरऑल फिल्मिंग एक्सपीरियंस, फोटो टेकिंग एक्सपीरियंस इज अमेजिंग. बट रिमेंबर, अगर आप सेल्फीज ले रहे हो, यू हैव टू रिमाइंड द यूजर टू लुक एट द कैमरा हियर, क्योंकि डिस्टेंस काफ़ी ज़्यादा है व्हेन यू आर फिल्मिंग विद इट. सो ऐसा लगता है कभी कभी कि आप ऊपर देख रहे हो, सो यू हैव टू रिमेंबर टू लुक डाउन ऑन द कैमरा. बट ओवरऑल बहुत सही फील आती है. द मोमेंट यू ओपन द पिक्सल फोल्ड, इसका हिंज अगर आप नोटिस करोगे, इट इज़ वेरी प्रीमियम क्वालिटी. अगर आप इसे इसी तरीके से रखोगे वैसे ही रहेगा, बिकॉज इट इज़ वेरी स्ट्रॉन्ग होल्ड ऑफ द हिंज. आप किसी भी तरीके से इसे रख सकते हो. यू कैन यूज कैमरा ओरिएंटेशन एज वर्टिकल, एंड ऐसे रख के आप रील्स बना सकते हो यूजिंग योर फ्रंट कैमरा, बैक कैमरा, डिपेंडिंग ऑन हाउ यू पोजिशन. अगर ऐसे आप रखोगे तो बैक कैमरा, ऐसे फ्रंट कैमरा. चाह कर भी इग्नोर नहीं कर सकते द क्रीज इन द मिडल. सो अगर आप एक डार्क थीम यूज करोगे, you will notice the theme more. For example, if I try to read a book using Pixel Fold, screen काफ़ी मुझे reflective लगी. So because of that, you feel like कि ये जो crease है काफ़ी noticeable and it comes on the way. It is not big of a distraction अगर display को अगर आप light theme पे रखते हो, not dark colors. But when you use dark colors, you can notice the crease very much. For example, अभी light wallpaper है. If I just go to Instagram right now, you will notice it right in the middle because the background is dark. So depending on what theme you use, आप crease को शायद notice करोगे. And at the same time, this phone is not completely flat. ऐसा लगता है कि it is not 180 degrees, it is 178 degrees, 2-3 degrees less than complete flat when you open it. So the advantage is आप इसे सीधा खड़ा कर सकते हो and it stays still. If it doesn't, आप एक phone case भी use कर सकते हो. So the benefit of foldable cases is that it comes with a hinge. तो ये जो मैं case use कर रहा हूँ, I was amazed that it has a hinge which can give you an experience कि आप ऐसा लगेगा आपको कि आप foldable phone को रख के आप movie देख सकते हो, which was very very interesting for me, and that makes the whole experience of using a foldable phone worth it. Now, how can we skip the camera quality? And the phone is so big कि जब आप photos लेते हो, you can see more details while taking picture अगर आप खोल के photos लेते हो. And at the same time, the quality of the back camera is extraordinary because it's pixel photo quality, photo details, and मैंने काफ़ी selfies लेने की कोशिश की with back camera thanks to how I can use it as a tripod as I mentioned. और अगर आप front camera से compare करो, it is not that amazing, but back camera is one of the best, and that is the biggest benefit of Pixel Fold. और video quality अगर देखा जाए, थोड़ा सा noise आपको दिखता है on the edges when I was using it inside. अगर limited outside lighting है, when you're not in the nature, तो आपको थोड़ा बहुत noise ज़रूर दिखेगा, but when you are vlogging outside, you might not feel much of a difference. The high exposure mode and attention to detail through pixel camera is just extraordinary. Now the real benefits of a foldable phone, because the display is so big, it's around 7.6 inches. So अगर आप अभी weather app खोलते हो, it seems like using two phones. एक side पे you can choose a city where you want to see the weather, and right side पे you can see the weather details. So it feels like two phones are attached because phone size basically लगता है कि display actually looks really big, and I like it more over the Samsung Fold experience because it's wider. And at the same time, अगर आप कोई भी Google की app use करते हो, in fact WhatsApp, when I was trying to use WhatsApp, I can use multitasking features and drag and drop photos from my photos app to WhatsApp. वो मुझे काफ़ी intuitive लगा, and but at the same time some of the apps are not ready. For example, अगर आप Instagram app use करते हो, it is not optimized. It is only on one side of the phone. तो अगर आप double tap यहाँ करते हो, it can actually move depending on how you want to optimize it. But it's not ready yet to be used on a foldable phone. काफ़ी apps optimized नहीं है, but all the Google apps are optimized. But me as an Android developer, मैंने सोचा कि अभी मैं in my team I am like making around 6 Android projects. So how about we run one Android project जो हम build कर रहे हैं for our future course. So for example, अगर मैं हमारी wallpaper app आपको दिखाऊं which we have built in a team, तो वो पूरी optimized है because thanks to the UI optimization in Android Studio. तो अगर आप Android developer हो, these things are definitely optimized. You can change it immediately, but developers are not doing it fast because foldable phones बहुत कम है. The reason is that when you make app compatible for different screen sizes, you have to do a lot of testing as well. कहीं पे image expand करके stretch तो नहीं हो रही है, it is on the same size. It requires a lot of UI testing. तो उसमें hard work, many developers are not putting hard work into it. So that's why those apps are not ready. And क्योंकि foldable phones are not too many, there are many limited foldable phones. That's why they haven't optimized the experience. Instagram app तो अभी iPad के लिए भी ready नहीं है. So these developers may take time. So that may take time, but Google की हर एक app is 100% ready. No bugs, no problems at all overall using Google's apps on Pixel Fold. Talking about weight, क्योंकि phone ऐसा लगता है कि two phones are attached to each other, तो does that mean कि weight will be twice the weight of a single phone. अगर आप एक बड़ा size phone use करते हो like iPhone 14 Pro Max which is around 240 grams, इसका weight है around 280 grams, so not big of a jump, only around 10% heavier as compared to a big phone. So I was really impressed. पहली बार मैंने पकड़ा, I didn't even realize that this phone is bit heavier, but as you use it for longer period of time, you don't even pay attention to that slight weight difference. आपको overall ये feel बहुत अच्छी देता है. मेरा favorite part is most of the time in your daily experience, you don't even feel the need to open it until you're watching a video या फिर reading a book. You have more scope of reading. आप ज़्यादा left to right पढ़ सकते हो because how wide it is. So that's why I prefer reading and carrying this phone every single day. Now, what are the cons of using a foldable phone right now? Number one is definitely some apps are not optimized, but they might be क्योंकि Google ने अब launch कर दिया है, शायद बाकी developers जल्दी अपनी apps को और compatible बनाएं. But number two con is that this phone gets a little bit warm. मैंने notice किया Pixel 5 used to be the most warm in terms of temperature. उतना बुरा नहीं है, but it is definitely warmer than other phones I've used. Number three is going to be battery life. काफ़ी लोग report कर रहे थे that they only get 4.5 hours screen on time with this phone. I think it could be true अगर आप बहुत ज़्यादा यूज़ करते हो, because अगर आप मेरा screen time देखो, it is really high because I listen to audiobooks with my screen on. So कभी कभी I need to forward and go back. तो screen on रहती है whenever I'm listening to audiobooks as well. So that's why my screen time is really high. So that's why it ran out of battery really fast as well. But इसका standby time बहुत अच्छा है. So if you're not using it, let's say you sleep with around 70% battery, you wake up with around 66% battery. Not too bad of standby time, but screen time is definitely limited. तो उसका solution ये है कि try to carry a charger with you. But overall, I think I really love the experience. मेरा तो पहला foldable phone है, and at the same time Google's experience of all the apps are optimized for it. For example, अगर मैं अभी recorder app खोलूँ, I can see the live translation which I use all the time. So for example, अगर मैं sometimes I have meetings with people whose accent I do not understand, तो कभी कभी क्या होता है, I turn on this recorder and read the transcripts later, which is the most useful feature right in my pocket at all times. What song is this? आप यकीन नहीं करोगे, दिस फोन कुड जस्ट रिकग्नाइज द सॉन्ग विद माई विसल. हाय हाय रे हाय, गाने का नाम, सॉन्ग्स नेम ये लड़का है दीवाना, विच इज़ 14% एक्यूरेट ऑन द फोन, बट इट्स 100% एक्यूरेट फॉर मी. और जस्ट विद द विसल, विदाउट लिरिक्स, विच इज़ एक्स्ट्रा ऑर्डिनरी थैंक्स टू असिस्टेंट. ये छोटे छोटे फीचर्स जो आपको गूगल फ़ोन देता है, which makes the whole experience worth it. And thanks to G2 chip, ये AI features शायद इससे भी better होने वाले हैं in the future. So that's why I believe in Google and I believe in Pixel Fold. What do you think about it? Let me know in the comments below. But the cost of $1,800 थोड़ा सा शायद एक step लगे to cross it to buy it. So that's my opinion. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below. Hi everyone, आज हम जा रहे हैं Korean barbecue. थोड़ा सा अजीब लग रहा है because looking on top on the foldable phone, पर वैसे व्लॉगिंग ये तरीका बहुत आसान है, बिना ट्राइपॉड के अंदर केस के अंदर हाथ डाल के, बहुत स्मूथ एक्सपीरियंस है.
वहाँ पे पार्किंग मतलब एक घंटे का $1-2 ही है. With the rice cakes and others. It's gonna be the same bag. Thank you. What is this?
इसको नहीं हो गया, कोई बात नहीं.
लाते नहीं है.
खिलाएं?
2 लाते हैं.
ये हो गया तकरीबन.